At center, 6'8", number 2, Dwight. At 4, 6'6", number 12, John Harris. Guard, 6'2", 11, Haroon. At guard, 6'5", 13, James Harden. Forward, 6'10", 7, the head coach for your Brooklyn Nets, Steve Nash. Let's hear it one more time for the starters of your Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this one, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Phoenix Suns. With our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will eventually expand. The last time that happened was 1988 with the Bobcats. Guys, Seattle fans hopeful things move along.
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Durant and Griffin, the combo out front. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And Grant, these are two efficient offensive teams. In your experience, how much of that is your roster and how much is strategy and coaching?
Well, definitely most of it is talent. But hey, great coaching can make a significant difference unlocking that potential.
Paul with it. Down low. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Irving. And here's Paul. Releases from 15. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, that's a sweet spot for Paul. That zone between the arc and the paint might be his favorite. A career 50% two-point shooter.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Phoenix basketball.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Booker, good.
He looks to score all the time, and easy ones there for Booker. Now, Crowder was in high demand as a free agent in 2020, and a lot of people wanting his toughness on their roster.
Outside Harden. Pass to Griffin. Here's Harris. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mikal Bridges. And with Crowder's free agency, team saw what he brings to the table.
Well, he's a good defender, and he's relentless on that end, and he just brings that kind of toughness that a lot of coaches are relying on, and they know that's important in the postseason.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And no luck that time either. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 out of the gate. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Paul. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the inside. Booker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
From deep. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. It's Bridges on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. And Mikal Bridges, man, has he grown in this league? Growing more and more deadly with that shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's increased the amount of threes he takes. He's gone from average shooter to a great one. A fantastic option to have out there on the wing.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Up top, Booker shoots over Harden. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. to halt the run. And they pick up 2.
I love it. When Harden shoots, he commits. A little contact isn't going to upset his mechanics.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Left side Booker. Here's the 3. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Now here's Harden. To the left wing. Harris passes to Harden. Back to Harris. Griffin left side. Clock at 6. Turnaround Jay. And he gets it to go.
Well played, Griffin, with the right read. He turned that mid-range jumper into a strength.
To the middle. And the basket by Bridges. 5 points in the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
They have to figure out a way to lock down the ball and stop giving it away.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Harris. And it's Mills in for James Harden. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Hey guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Wawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now Johnson. Brown with it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
And the Suns making a change here. Shamit's checked in. Right side Payne. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 so far. Here's Wawu Cabarro. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Now here's Payne. He's closely guarded. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills.
14.
That's his first foul of the game. So the Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in.
Durant.
.127 left in the first quarter. To the wing, right side. Here's Shamit. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Outside, Brown. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Johnson. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Just a nice job of sniffing one out right there. Would love to see Johnson try to get a few more of those freebies.
And there's a defensive 3-second call.
Suns ball. Now at the line for the Suns. Dario Saric. 1 time from the line.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Well, Saric enjoyed an unbelievable amount of success overseas, and it's amazing how we continue to find these great international stories and how much the sport continues to scour the globe for this kind of talent.
Now here's Payne. To the paint. Here's Shamet. Uses the glass on the layup. Shamet's got 5 now.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Mills. Back to Durant. Inside. Cash. Mills with the bucket.
For a guy who makes his living behind the three-point line, Mills looks comfortable there, taking it inside.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Shamet. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Wow, that's 5. Count them, 5 turnovers. And we're only in the first quarter.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
23 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot. No good on the 3. Back to Payne. To the inside. And there's Šarić on the assist by Payne.
Šarić, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch, and in close he's effective.
And so it's Phoenix ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production, making him uncomfortable and getting him out of rhythm. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Scores in the game today, but Kyrie Irving is aware of his defensive responsibilities as well.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out. I made defensive end, but we're doing a great job of covering for one another, and I cover for my teammates as well as they cover for me. So, that's just a tribute to our team's success on the defensive end.
Well, Irving at 6'3" has the size and quickness to defend.
And that's an area, BA, where he's improved, but he only needs to be average defensively. His scoring is elite.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. That's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Cameron Johnson out there with Jay Crowder. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then there's Dario Šarić. And it's Payne in at the point. 5 to shoot. Luwawu Cabarrot. Money from the wing. 5 points in the game. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Brown. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. They're looking for anything to get themselves going.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And he makes it.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
Here's Griffin. The rebound by Bridges.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
It's Shamet on the wing. Fires for three. And the Suns get another three.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shamet has been great from the three-point line. 42% for three as a rookie.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Mills. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Throws it up high, and Booker with the jam.
Well, the defense knows Devin Booker, when he's in a rhythm, can be problematic.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by.
What an incredible leader Chris Paul is. So much talked about leading up to last year and their appearance in the finals. There's a reason why he's one of the greatest point guards of all time.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, "From starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced. And we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident."
That they are, Allie. Thanks. And Paul, as you mentioned, the quintessential leader in the NBA, Brent.
Well, you think about selflessness at the point guard position, and Chris Paul has been about that his entire career. And he knows the game inside and out. He's remarkable.
So the Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Bridges has got his third bucket of the night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Here's Harden. Pass to Irving. Out to the right wing. Back to Harris. Outside Irving. Harris with it. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the drought. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. By himself. And Booker with the jam.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Irving, the pass to Griffin. Back to Irving. Now Griffin. Pass to Irving. Griffin with it. Over Ayton. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
He buries it from 3.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Griffin. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And now the Suns fast break. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal.
And Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in there.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
That's good from Paul. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Crowder, he's checked in for Johnson. Paul hits them both.
It's funny how much Chris Paul is showing so much nuance that he has as he's aged in this game. Just an unequaled and unmatched intelligence from the point guard position.
Now here's Harden. Griffin passes to Irving. Back to Griffin. Pass to Harris. Now Griffin. Harris on the wing. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Harden finds Griffin, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Brown in for Harris. And the Suns also making a change. Saric checked in. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Saric. There's the block. And here's Harden. To the middle. Kick out to Brown. To end the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Booker. Here's Crowder. And there's the rejection. Crowder with a steal. Here's Saric. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Mills in for James Harden. And a change for the Suns. Shamet, he's checked in for Bridges. And here are the Suns now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Crowder, that's good.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Durant, he's checked in for Claxton. And a change for the Suns. Payne's checked in for Booker. There's 38 seconds left in the second period. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Team second. Shooting for Phoenix. Cameron Payne, shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Brooklyn's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Durant to end the drought to the paint. And here's Mills over Payne. Gets wide right, hits off the rim.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Here's Paul. Rebounded by Johnson.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. Three-pointer. With 2 seconds left. And Payne lays it up and in. Payne's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. This party started. Phoenix came ready to play. Some lights-out offense and defense on display as they went on an 11-0 run to start. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shots. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. The deep ball is killing them. This is what happens when the other team identifies your weakness and just keeps hammering on it.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And for the Nets, they're shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Harrison Durant in as the forwards. James Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot.
I've been up and down the road trying to put on for the team, and I don't mean you.